Yes, guys, it's Suki here with Matt, BTS TV, fueled by Explosive Ape and GSN Gold Standard Nutrition. Guys, first I'm going to mention this. Please do subscribe. I mean, it's only a small win, but 100 subscribers. Hey! All right, look, small wins, but we will get there. So please, guys, do subscribe. It makes no difference to you guys, but it does make all the difference for the channel and obviously everything that I'm trying to build. So please do subscribe. Apart from that, Matt, how was your weekend? Were you at any shows this weekend?
Mate, I had a weekend off. First of all, just going to apologise to anyone viewing today if you hear fireworks in the background. Firework night is obviously going to be pretty mental. But we'll see how we get on. But yeah, I had a full weekend off, mate. It was quite nice and chill. I've only got 2 shows left for this season for me. You were at FitX?
Yeah, mate, I was at Fit Expo. So I was on the Saturday, check that out. We'll obviously explain a bit more when we do the little rundown of the shows, which actually leads me nicely to the first part. This is something new. I won't get you to do it, Matt, because I don't want you to burn any bridges with anybody. But I will do this one, and it's a new segment. We're going to start with a show, and that is the winners and losers of the weekend. So only 3 winners and 1 loser. So I'm going to jump on these ones very quickly. There are a few new segments we'll be doing throughout the show, but I'm going to start on this one first. I won't bring up the Instagram profiles or anything yet. We will do that shortly for our first guest. But yeah, look, in regards to this weekend just gone, week 40 of the UK bodybuilding calendar. So first winner of the weekend, Amil Walker, Olympia ticket. After missing out on the last 2 shows, well done, Emile. You are joining us shortly. Second winner, going for a different federation, not IFBB, and that is Adam Hinkey. He won the overall pro show in the NABBA Universe. He's actually won 7 classes and 7 overalls, undefeated the entire season. So I think that's with myself, NFBK, FitX, BPA, UKBFF, IBFA, and NABBA. Literally won everything. And the third winner of the weekend is James Melville, who is on the call later today. The interview, the recap, who won the WNBF Pro Lightweights in WNBF Germany, toppled the reigning WNBF World Champion Dirk. I can't remember his last name, but he won the World Championships last year. So they're only 2 weeks out from the WNBF World Championships 2024. So they are the 3 winners of the weekend that really jumped out straight away. And the loser of the weekend, I raged about it last weekend. I'm going to do it again, and that is bodybuilding show social media in the UK is still appalling. I love these guys. FitX, NABBA, My Pro all has shows this weekend. I will jump on the shows a little bit later, but well done, obviously, to Darren on the Fit Expo. I know it's hard to put on a show. I don't know how hard it is to put an expo. So fair play, mate. You did an awesome job. I was there on Saturday. Fantastic work. But once again, I'm trying to get content out of the winners. It was near impossible. Couldn't find anything on FitX unless I was there. My Pro was just non-existent. They've only reshared the content that I put out. They didn't put anything out yet. And NABBA, I mean, they did live videos, but it was such poor quality, you couldn't really make out much. And they could at least change the cover of the video so you know what you clicked onto. So, guys, please, social media, look, you do all that hard work on putting up a show for weeks and months. Do all the hard work. Please do not forget the importance of social media. PCL killing it on their side. Well, just get your pictures out, get videos out, just have somebody on their camera. It's easy. Just get that done, because you're just going to waste all your hard work that you've done for weeks and months leading up to your show. So social media, guys, 2025, that's going to be the year where I'm hoping all shows level up and up their game on that side.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can even do it on your phone these days, can't you? Like, the phones are so good, the quality, that's decent enough. You don't even need a social media person if the Fed can't afford it. Just get your mum to do it or something.
Mate, I was doing it where, yeah, I mean, I was having people come off stage. I had my camera, literally just film their instant reaction, collab with them and their coach, and it's just real-time content getting out there. It's just so easy. So they just need to just prioritize that, build it into that operational of their normal show day, have somebody doing it on the camera. in front of a stage, backstage, super easy. Give them access to Instagram, pop that content out there. Guarantee it will just make a huge difference on the show experience, but also people on socials, they want to know who are the winners. Otherwise, your show can quickly be forgotten, like, unfortunately, one of them was. I'll touch on my show a little bit later, which show nearly got forgotten. Completely forgot about it until Sunday night, until someone reminded me. But look, this episode is a big one. I'm going to take a step back on this because I know, Matt, you're going to have loads of questions for these guys. We've got Amil Walker, who just qualified for Olympia. He competed over in Kazakhstan on the weekend. We've also got Tyler Smith, 2-time second place in the last 2 weeks. So it'd be good to have a catch-up with him, hear about his plans for 2025. We then go straight to James Melville. James won the WNBF Pro show, Pro Lightweight. So he's 2 weeks out from the WNBF Worlds. And then we go straight to Ross Hume, Scotland's second IFBB Pro men's physique competitor. He's will be joining us after winning his pro status over in Poland. And also we've got his teammate Scott. Scott, who's also coached by Brightman. He got his pro card back at the Two Bros British Finals. So yes, it is guys heavy. I do apologize. We did have I did reach out to the girls and they did get back to me. So I promise for you, next episode, we'll try a bit more gender equality. But look, looking forward to this one. Matt, who are you looking forward to catching up with first?
All the lads, to be fair, like especially Tyler, especially, second place twice. Be good to get his thoughts and opinions on things. But yeah, all of the boys, to be fair, mate, they've all got exciting things going on. So it'd be good to catch up with them.
Definitely. Well, look, one of them is on. Oh, I'm going to get one of them on right now. Guys, just so you know as well, make sure you listen halfway through. We'll do the show ratings. End of the show, we've got a good question for Matt, Scott, and Ross. So we'll see if Matt can finally get a win on the board. But look, we get the first person on here, and that guy is Amil Walker. Amil,
how you doing, guys? Buddy? Everything's good. Everything well with you guys?
Everything's good this end, mate. Everything's good.
Everything's much better now. You got that Olympia ticket behind you, buddy.
Me and Matt always spoke, and all we said is just fix the pose and we'll be in the money immediately, back and forth. But it's just one of them things that I think I take too long to do shows and then spread it out and then don't practice my posing. Then when I get back into season again, I forget everything I was taught. So now I'm gonna keep the momentum going. And obviously, you guys know there'll be more to talk about, but we're doing Romania this weekend as well, just to make sure it wasn't a fluke. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I mean, Romania looks like it's going to be a good show. There's a few UK lads going over there.
It's going to be a sick show.
Yeah, I think there's at least 4 UK guys. So, yeah, it should be a really, really good one. So,
4 UK guys. I've got 11 names on the books for that show.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be a good week. Very, very good week. So, Emile, coming straight back from the win. First of all, mate, when you choose your season, when you choose your shows, is it your choice or is it your coach's choice?
It's a bit of both. It's just like we just do a show how we feel, if we're ready. Like the first show of the season was Milan. I knew we wasn't fully ready, but I just wanted to just have a tune-up before we went to Olympia because I'm always going to make sure I get that ring rust off. I wasn't fully conditioned. I knew I wasn't. But I get better per show. So the second one obviously was Olympia. We qualified, bought an amazing package that everyone mentioned. But then the front, I saw the judges looking at me like, oh my days, he's bought this package, he's winning. And then I turned back around, I saw the faces like, he didn't do his back pose properly. So you know, like, why did that? You can feel the energy from them, like kind of like disappointment. So I'm thinking, what did I do wrong? So I checked back and I saw that my back wasn't open properly. I was thinking, all right, cool. So I know I wasn't going to be in a mix. But then when I got the feedback from them, it said you was easily in the top 10. Is that you just didn't open your back. Your condition was amazing. He's posing good for the front. But if you just open your back, like I always tell you to do per show, you would have been in the mix hands down because your condition was A1 and you improved a lot from Olympia. So from being 7th call out last year to 3rd call out is massive with a little mistake as well. That goes to show how close we are to that getting in the mix or potentially being the best in the world. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, mate, you look really good at the Olympia. I do agree 100%. When you first walked out, you were eye-catching, so much so. This is a bold statement, but the guys that I was with at the time will attest to it. I pointed you out before I pointed out Ryan Terry because you came out with the same lineup as Ryan Terry.
That's what a lot of people were saying. That's what a lot of people were saying. It was surprising. I think everyone, not a lot of people knew Ryan Taylor was there because obviously in the line he's at the end, isn't it? So that's understandable. But when I checked it, I go, "Oh, was he with me?" I didn't even realize myself. But I don't know. It is what it is. It's got to wait till next year again to just do it properly. You know.
That's it, man. I mean, at least it is posing. Like posing's an easy fix, really. Like whereas if it was like a massively lagging body part, then that can take obviously a bit of time. So that's the exciting thing. So you're off your back of the win. You've come back straight into zero carbs. I've seen.
We're back there again. I don't know how I do it, man. But I feel like she's shattered. Because traveling from Kazakhstan was like a 9-hour flight, 2 connections. Going there was easy because it was smooth. But on the way back, the show was on Saturday, so we're up for like 6 in the morning. And then it was supposed to be 9 a.m. their time. We ended up getting on about 4 p.m. their time. And so the show went on to 9 o'clock at night. And then my flight was at 3 in the morning, so I had to be at the airport for like 12. So I didn't sleep for like 52 hours because when I got on the plane, it was 4 hours delay. And then when I got to the next destination was Frankfurt, we missed that flight because the police was on it chasing someone. And then they didn't even wait for me. So I missed that flight. So I had to be like waiting again for another one until 4 p.m. again. And then I finally got home. So I was literally, I feel like drenched and drained. So I'm not really celebrated, to be fair.
That's full on, bro. That is full on. At least a nice check makes it a little bit better.
A nice check. It helps. They pay you cash straight away, and they actually pay very, very well. It's not really like a normal $2,000. They pay a lot more.
Nice. What was the prize money there? Oh, we lost him.
Oh, we lost him. Just very fast. Let's get to hear about that coin.
Yeah, that's Amil Walker, everyone. Thanks for coming. But nah, he looked absolutely insane there. I think he's got a good shot this weekend as well. What do you think, Suki?
Yeah, I think definitely. When I saw that he was doing the Kazakhstan show, I kind of looked at the lineup. I did feel that really this should be a safe win for him. And then seeing the look he had on the day, we dropped a few messages leading up to it. He just was saying to me, "Look, I'm just gonna let my physique do the talking. I'm gonna keep quiet." Which I wanted to ask him about that, like what he meant by that. By that, he wanted to keep quiet, let his physique do the talking. It looks like we're going back now. Is he coming back? Just waiting for him to show up. But yeah, look, it was a dominating win. Never in doubt, really. I think is what I'm really keen to hear about now is I know he does love a show, so there's no surprises to Romania, which in my eyes is the best European show when it comes to production. It just looks incredible. I keep seeing him pop up, but he's just still not turned up yet.
There were a couple of Olympians at the Kazakhstan show, so it was good that he did win it, quite convincingly. Give him a bit of momentum, and hopefully, because I don't know if you saw, but the videos and the pictures and stuff, it wasn't the best quality from the Kazakhstan show.
So who was it? Jeffrey Darko was messaging me. He was sending me a YouTube link to an Indian YouTuber that was posting videos, and it was a YouTuber. It was a Indian coach or competitor, and it was basically like the Indians are getting robbed here. But obviously the video was still the lineup, so I could still get what I want. But it was all about like, you know what? No, the Indians aren't getting a result here. I think there was another video saying like Indians robbed. But I've it was the only video content I could get for that show.
They are very passionate about it. I mean, did you ever see the India show that was put on? And it was because the chap was there that beat Alex Toplin. I can't say his name. I can't pronounce it. But they are very, very passionate, the Indian bodybuilding scene, aren't they? And it's a bit like Hattie's fan base, it's very similar.
It is, yeah. I mean, when you think about it, I like Hardy and India. In fact, sorry, just sort of there's a private message from Emile saying, "I can't hear you guys," and now he's dropped off. Just go. Oh, wait, does he come back on now? Oh, here he is. Let me just bring it back on. Emile, can you hear me? You got mute. You're muted, mate. You're on mute. There we are.
Someone called the phone and completely messed up the whole thing. Is that what happens? If someone calls you, they'll just shut off the whole system. I
don't know, mate. I mean, we use our laptops, so I've not used my phone on this before. But mate, what we were just talking a moment ago because Jeffrey Darker was sending me links, YouTube links to watch catch the highlights, and it seemed that there was the YouTube video I was watching was some Indian competitors, and they weren't happy about their placings, and one of them actually titled the YouTube robbed.
Oh wow!
What was it like over there for yourself in regards to the competitors? Because me and Matt were saying we know Asian countries and Asian competitors are very passionate about their sport, their bodybuilding, because
100%.
they're not, they like India, they've got cricket, but they aren't really known for any other sports really. Same with some other countries. So, what was it like over there?
Remember, Kazakhstan's near Russia. I don't think it's in India or anything, but a lot of them are quite close to there.
Yeah.
But there was for them, they're very passionate. They're very like they love the sport, but they saw me as like how can I say, like a lucky Libra or like a celebrity to them. So there wasn't no animosity when I won or when I got there. They was happy to see me. They was like saying that you already won. So I don't know who's ever saying I got robbed, because the guys that was even in the show telling me to go and get a burger because I don't know why you're here for. You're killing our shine. Do you know what I mean? So I don't understand that question or that answer.
Mate, look, in my eyes, buddy, like I was saying to Matt, we were seeing the pictures, and the moment you're on stage, I'm like, yeah, done deal. Emile's got his ticket to Olympia, but obviously it's just probably a few disgruntled fanboys over there. But Emile, I want to ask you this, mate, because we were messaging leading up to it, and I was asking you, oh, have you got another show coming up? And you were telling me, yeah, the Kazakhstan one. And I was like, oh, have you got any updated pictures I can use? And then you said to me, I'm going to let my physique do the talking, in a way where you were like, I'm going to keep quiet. I'm going to shut it down and let my physique do the talking for me and get the result that I want.
100%.
What did you mean by that?
Because normally I'll always showcase my body a week before, 2 weeks before, let you guys know what I'm looking like and showing that confidence. And I think sometimes that lets me down because something might happen along the way. And I'm thinking, what happened here? Like, you guys see me, I looked amazing at the time, and then it doesn't showcase on stage. If it's my posing or I get water retention at that particular time, or wasn't fully ready. So when I carved up, I just broke full with water. But now this time I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, keep my body quiet, and just let that body shine on stage, and just practice and practice and practice. And I just practiced in my hotel room for hours. Slept, woke up, ate, slept, woke up, ate. And normally I'm moving around, being polite to everyone, talking to everyone. I just sat in my corner at the pro meeting and sat down. Obviously said hello, but sat down. So I wasn't on my feet all the time. Then I left straight away, got my food and slept and practiced again. So I just wanted to just get it right. You know, I had enough of hearing the same thing, your back pose or your front pose, or if you just open up a bit more, because you got the physique there, but you're not showcasing it properly. So I just like tapped into myself and said, just go for it now fully. And I put on a performance. I'm not too sure what you saw, but like everyone's saying that's the best performance I've ever done.
Nice. I was just saying to Suki after you got a call through. Unfortunately, the footage wasn't the best from the promoter, so I couldn't see a lot. Suki managed to see some bits through the YouTube, which is good. So would you say, yeah, this look was a lot better than the Olympia look?
Yeah, I was at Olympia, I was at 94 kg. I came in at 89 kg. So I dropped like 4 kilos. So wow. I didn't have to squeeze my abs at all. That's why I was smiling and I was confident. I was even having fun up there. Because normally I'm thinking that my abs are not there yet. So let me squeeze tight, not doing the posing right. I'm crouching down. Now I'm standing up tall. The abs are still there. Normally I cramp on stage. I didn't cramp. I opened my back and it was just easy to open. I was like straightforward, turned around. And then the comparison round was even better. Because normally when I'm with like the previous show, like Milan, everyone's very cramped together. But this show is a massive show. So everyone they got space to do their thing. And I was able to like move people, like go on, we'll get other space in it. And then I was able to showcase my stuff. Because normally I'm always cramped tight and I rush. Then I'm posing wrong, pose tight. it's all rushed, but it was such a easy because they said you can take your time, don't rush your pose, your individuals. The show is yours, so enjoy it. So I said, you know what, this time it's never like that normally. It's normally like quickly go 45 seconds, get off. They said the show is yours, enjoy yourself. So I enjoyed myself and I put a performance.
Nice, man. I absolutely love that. I can relate to it on some degree, obviously to the amateur level, but my missus is the same. I usually mess up my posing because I'm having too much fun on the day. I'm social on stage. I don't think about what I'm doing. I go on stage and I rush the posing. And last time she said to me on my last season is, you're not actually here to have fun and socialize. You're here to win. And that made all the difference. And it sounds like it was a very similar situation to you this time. You locked in and you concentrated and you got it done, which is epic.
I was getting fed up talking to you guys, saying, "Oh, my posing. I'm bored of saying the same things. I think this time I'm gonna tell you, I'm getting that ticket. I promise you." So I know you guys was unsure. He goes, "Will Emile secure his deal?" Because you weren't too sure, thinking he might mess up again. I said, "Guys, I'm gonna guarantee you, I will this time. Don't worry about that one." Do you know what I mean?
Well, look, guys, one person I want to add on to here now as well is someone who just missed out on their Olympia qualification. So I'm really keen to get him to join this conversation. And Tyler Smith, welcome to BTS TV. We've got Matt Parker and Amil Walker here. Tyler, you're back in the UK, right?
I am, yes. Got back last night. Yeah.
Tyler, look, this is me and Matt were talking about this last week. And I was like, I want to get Tyler on, but I know you just missed out on the Olympia ticket over at the Philippines. And I'm like, okay, he's off to New Zealand. This is it. We can get him on Monday or Tuesday. He's going to have his Olympia ticket. We're all backing him. No, it wasn't just us two, but all of pretty much UK Bible community were behind you and like, yeah, come on, keep our fingers crossed that you can get your ticket. And unfortunately, it wasn't to be. But look, nothing can be taken away, mate. You look absolutely incredible. Look, I just want to ask you first things first. How's everything now? You're back in the UK after the last two shows, taking 2 second place and just come in that close?
It's all good. You know, it's like it's that bittersweet place, isn't it? You know, coming second, it's, you know, that you're so close. Obviously, you know, to a lot of people, second place is an amazing position. Yeah, I don't want to take anything away from that, but obviously, you know, we were going out there to win and to try and do it. You know, we've come close before. I just thought this was going to be the time. So it was just, you know, like I said, I don't want to take anything away from a second place, but it was just, there was obviously an element of disappointment there at the same time.
It's just so close each time. The good thing is, in some respect, like when you just take a step back and you look at the bodybuilding perspective of it all, you have come in at your best ever look. Like, you look insane, mate. And you've got very, very close to the qualification twice in a row, which says it's not a fluke that you're really in that mix. And it's so close. It's just so frustrating that it's so close that it just hasn't happened yet. I mean, a chap that you were against at this show, and he came first. I can't pronounce his name. I'm terrible at names.
Isai.
Yeah, he's a fantastic athlete. I mean, I think he was in the third call-outs at the Olympia.
Yeah, I think he was like top 20. You know, it did nothing. You can't take anything away from him. He's a top solid athlete. You know, he's got great structure on him. He's not the tallest, but he's very wide. He's very thick. You know, he's got a very thick top line across his chest from shoulder to shoulder, and he's got really good back as well. You know, very wide clavicles, and he presents himself very well as well. You know, so I can't take anything away from him. You know, he won it fair, you know, fair and square.
And that's what I mean, though. Like, he's a top level athlete in the top 20 at the Olympia, and you were very close to him, mate. And the same with Joven. I mean, you smoked Joven from the front. So it just shows that you deserve to be there, mate. It will happen. What's the next plan?
At the minute, I think I need to give my body a bit of a rest, to be honest. It's been a long year because obviously I did Miami the end of May. So, I mean, I've been in prep pretty much since like February, March. You know, it's been sort of like 9 months solid, you know, without any sort of a break. So, and the thing is as well, it's like I've looked at the calendar for the rest of the year. They're not small shows by any means. You know, you look at Romania this weekend, I think there's like 26 guys in it or something. You know, Prague is going to be exactly the same. Yeah, so I think now it's going to be a case of shut it down for the year, and then we'll have a look at next year.
You're not a massive fan of the European shows, are you, Tyler? I haven't seen you do many of them.
No, I've done Europe before, but not for the last couple of years. No, I've sort of steered clear of Europe. Any
reason? Do you like just traveling, or?
No, I'm trying to put this as diplomatically as possible. But if I look at a competitor list before anybody even steps out on stage, I can tell you the top 5 are going to be already.
Gotcha.
So so for me, there's no point, because obviously you got great athletes like Emile doing it, Yemi, you got the Italian guy and everything else. And I'm not being funny. Anybody who looks at that list, they're gonna pick out the top 5 already. So it's almost like we know how things are going to finish, and then the other 15, 20 guys are there just to like make up numbers. So I just don't see the point in taking all that time to prep to do a European show when I sort of know what the outcome is going to be anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, look, what I want to touch on as well, mate, is I remember messaging you after the show. Just saying, like, obviously, commiserations. I was really, like, I remember getting up that morning and I saw a post straight away. It was like, it looks like you're in first or second. Yeah. So I was like, okay, because you're competing like 4 a.m. over here. Yeah. And I was just seeing you missing out. And I remember messaging you to say, like, it's just a reminder, so many pros and so many people who want to get pro status think it can be so easy to qualify for Olympia. And, you're just showing as well how tough it is wherever you travel. So my question is, you're this close now, 2 seconds back to back. Have you got plans for 2025 in regard to when you are looking to step back on stage, knowing, of course, the Olympia should be at the same time next year in the October period? What's 2025 potentially looking like?
There's obviously nothing set in stone at the minute, but the thoughts that go through my head, speaking to certain people in the industry and, thinking about strategic show selections, is if I look back at this year, there were certain shows in the US, and I think Emile will probably recognize this as well, where there was some shows in certain cities that weren't particularly very strong. There was, I think there was shows like St. Louis, Atlanta, Charlotte, where there wasn't really many sort of big names. So
quality is evil.
Yeah, that's it. So I think if we start to look around, and I think they were quite early, those shows as well. I think they were sort of like April, May time. So I think for me, what I need to do is avoid the bigger ones. Like, obviously, I went to Miami this year, perhaps underestimating it a bit, not thinking Miami was going to be so good. And then obviously, I think there was like 9 or 11 Olympians in the lineup. So I need to be a bit more strategic in the shows that I pick, and obviously avoid the bigger ones. Yeah, it's great to do things like the New York Pro and the Tampa Pro and everything else, but that the top guys are going to turn up to do those shows. So, the likeliness of you taking one of those top guys out, it's not really going to happen if we're being realistic about it. So I think for me, it's waiting for the calendar to come out at the end of the year and then seeing which shows we think we're going to fit into the best.
So the likelihood is, if those shows you just mentioned and the dates are the same, the chances are that it would be April, May time and go stateside.
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
Yeah,
so, Amil, I'm keen to hear your thoughts as well, mate, because you've achieved something that Tyler is looking to achieve. You've qualified for Olympia. So, is there any bits of advice that you would give Tyler or anyone really, when it just come that close and we're all screaming off the rooftops, we're all cheering on Tyler to be that person to get his Olympia ticket in 2025, and now remain the case going into 2025. Any words of advice or direction?
I was one of the guys cheering Tyler on, because obviously I had my show on the same day as his, and we spoke back to back. So I pray that you get it. You know what I mean? Because you deserved it with his time, with his years, and just to get on Olympia stage at one time will be an absolutely amazing achievement for you, and just for yourself personally, for you and your family. So when I saw it was like 1 and 2, and how he looked, I said, he's got it. It's in the bag. And then obviously the time difference where I was is completely different. So when I woke up, I had a little sleep, and then you guys posted it's Ty is like 1 and 2. I said, okay, he might have this now. And then like 10 minutes later, Ty finishes second. So like it's like I lost. You know, when you see someone that's like so hungry like myself, and a UK competitor that's wants it so much, it hurt me a little bit, to be fair. And it kind of made me like, damn, am I gonna lose as well? You had that feeling. I'm gonna get second now. So for Tyler, it's like I feel like he's just right on the money, and I'm one of them people I just go and go. Like you guys know, I travel the world. I go like Tyler does, back and forth, and I don't kind of stop. So when I went to Milan, I was like, top 3? I wasn't my best, but I still got top 3. I went to Olympia, 3rd call out. Then come back to UK to win that. Then I was actually shattered because I was partying with darts for and doing a madness. So I wasn't bringing my best package, and I was shut down, and I got 3rd again. Then afterwards, when Yemi beat me, I think, and Omar, thinking, how am I letting these guys beat me? Not in a bad way, but it's like, these guys actually thrashed me. I'm upset now. I like, it kind of fueled me. It got me angry in a good way to like, no, let me step my game up, because the reasons why my posing was bad, not that I was 100%. Because if I'm 100% and I get beat, hands up, I'll take it on the chin. But they knew I wasn't 100%, and I knew I wasn't. So we had to battle each other being 100%. So we know who the best of the best is. We're all friends, innit, at the end of the day. But we got to get beat properly. So when the boys said that wasn't you out there, Mo, so just go out there and come back stronger, I did that. And they all told me, don't go Kazakhstan because it's so far and it's like 11 hours connecting flights. But I said, no. You know, when your heart says, I'm going to go, do you know what I mean? I'm going to do it. I don't care what you got to say. I'm going myself, and I'm going to make it happen. So for Tyler now, I just feel like he should just like, I know like he wants to shut it down, but he's that close where there's someone that's not going to be there with a back on the front. Like Tyler will smack him or smoke him on the front, and it might have LK back, so he might beat them. Do you know what I mean? Like he might get lucky. And I feel like it's that kind of place where it's like it's not time to shut down yet. While you're so in such an amazing condition, like there's the big man Spain show. There's obviously Atlantic Coast in Fort Lauderdale. I was gonna do that one on Prague.
Yeah,
that's a good one to do because not a lot of the American guys come in crazy shape. Do you know what I mean? And you come in mad condition, and that's what they love. It's Mazzali and David, the 2 judges. So my advice to you is always the judges, get the feedback from them, message them, DM them, because they'll get back to you. You know what I mean? You're a top competitor. They'll reply back. And I always just make sure who's going. I said, guys, can you just check my posing? Can you make sure everything's looking good condition? And they'll get back to me and say, yeah, that's good, but do this or do that. So I'm already in their eyes when I get over there. We've already built a rapport, and then we're literally just now focused on the show. So when they see me, okay, he's listened and he looks sick. All right, cool. Let's put him in the mix. Let's see what he does. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I do that every show. That's my advice to you, man. Like, Atlanta Coast is a sick one, because if that's the case, I'll go to Prague, you do Atlanta, and you just smoke all them guys, bro. Because
it makes sense. Yeah, you are right. What you're saying, in America, they don't bring 100%
not what you bring.
condition.
Not what you bring, bro. Not one of them bring.
Not compared to like what we bring in Europe over here.
100%.
Yeah, they're not always dialed in.
Like even a lot of Olympians this year, there wasn't like everyone was not the same. Like Ryan Terry, myself, Ali Bilal, you can see the difference in that quality. Not a lot of them had that mental condition.
Yeah.
I'm looking backstage, I'm thinking, this is easy work. Why is everyone not in shape? What's going on there?
Yeah, and the thing is, a lot of the Americans have shut it down already now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. No, I appreciate that, mate.
Oh no.
Which is don't worry about that last email. Look,
done.
Emil's about to break down your marriage, mate. He's just adding 4 more shows to your calendar. You're going to carry on till Christmas now.
Yeah.
Look, Tyler, look, I really want to wish you all the best, mate. And
Thank you.
mate, just like me, Matt, and everybody else, and everyone else that's probably commented, send you messages. We're all behind you, mate, to get that ticket to Olympia 2025. And if you do shut it down now and you come back in April, May, it sounds like you've got a game plan in place. So hopefully at that point, as you know, you're in touching distance. I know that's a phrase people use regularly, but with you literally could not be any closer. So, mate, hope it all goes well come this April, May next year, if that is the time where you have to step back on stage.
Yeah, thank you, guys. I appreciate the support as always. It's it's very much appreciated. Thank you.
You get it, mate, because you deserve it. So it will happen. We're all supporting you all the way.
Cheers, Matt. Thanks a lot, mate.
Take care, Tyler.
Cheers, boys. Thank you.
Cheers.
All right. Well, looks like Emil's trying to add more shows. Emil's trying to get Tyler back on stage. I thought Tyler was going to go, oh, fuck it, let's do Romania.
Yeah. But to be fair, like Emile brought up some wicked points there, and it is very, very true. Like we said it a couple of times on the recent pods, like it is right place, right time sometimes, whether it's your pro card or whether it's getting a limited qualification and then speaking to the judges afterwards. Top advice, really.
You know what? I can still see Emile. He just jumped back on. So I'm going to bring him back on for a moment just so he can say goodbye. Oh, no, he's jumped off now. Oh, no, he's back in now. God, he can't make his mind up. He must be getting calls. Look, I'm about to bring in our next guest. And this guy here, I'm going to literally bring him in now. James Melville. James, mate, you're in the car. You're back in Ireland. How are you, buddy?
Yes, I'm good. Unfortunately, we run a wee bit behind schedule, so I am in the car. Had to stop halfway between Dublin and Belfast, so hopefully you can hear me okay.
I can hear you.
That's decent. So nice.
Yeah.
Really good.
Mate, look, I'm going to put my hands up here as well. I had a lot of shows to cover on over the weekend, and someone messaged me. I can't remember the person's name. I think Claire rings a bell. And she was like, so, mate, I think you missed the biggest story of the weekend. And I had to look into this a bit more. It's like, wait, before I post something, let me just look into this a bit more detail. And I am getting to know more about the natural scene. And of course, I'm fully aware of WNBF, Steph's work, and all the different countries. And then I saw the storyline that the reigning champion, the reigning WNBF world champion, was over at WNBF Pro Bodybuilding Lightweight, who you were up against, having previously took third place in the PCA Pro show, I think maybe a week or 2 weeks beforehand. And, mate, tell me what happened, because that was the breaking news of the weekend.
It was mind-blowing. First of all, the PCA show in the classic bodybuilding pro class, I was going and not expecting anything, and I had even said to my missus that morning, there's a high probability I am going to place rock bottom, and I was kind of okay with that. I knew that I was bringing a decent enough package, but I thought like I would be giving away too much size. But it was a great run out, and to get third place in that lineup was a win for me. So I was really happy with that. The show at the weekend, once again, yes, Dirk Emmerich, he's a German competitor. I believe he's unbeaten. He's won every pro show. He's been collecting checks ridiculously for the last couple of years. And yeah, I'm not as known because I don't really push my social media too much, whereas he's like a celebrity in the natural fraternity. So to go over there, and again, I wasn't certain if I was going to match well with him. And in the end, the head judge had apparently said that it was a even tie going in, and they had to call us back out for another round of posing. And I was fortunate enough to get the edge.
Wow. Congratulations, first of all, mate. Absolutely epic. First question for me is, what was it like, obviously, competing over there? Is it very similar to competing with WNBF over here? Or?
Yeah, I actually made my WNBF Pro debut in Germany at the same show 2 years ago. And it was the first pro event that they actually ran. And it was a wee bit, we were supposed to be on stage 2 years ago at like around 7 p.m. and it was after midnight by the time we got on. That it was so far behind. So I was hoping that the experience was going to be improved, and it was like clockwork. Max and Teresa, the WNBF presidents, just ran it so smoothly. we were on time, and they put us to work, which was ridiculous.
Nice. That's always nice because sometimes like they're so busy, the shows, aren't they? These natural shows. I mean, I know the one over in the UK sometimes it finishes like sometimes like 11 p.m. at night, midnight. Like it can be very, very busy. So that's so much better for you as an athlete when it does run on time. So that's absolutely epic. So let's give some insight into what your prep's been like, because obviously so far very, very successful prep for you. How long have you been prepping for this comp?
I started the first week in February. So I do favor, and I think a lot of natural athletes over the last years have really favored the longer prep.
Yeah.
There's some confliction with that if we follow the science on it, whether shorter preps. Some papers that were published have said that are actually better for retaining muscle mass, but I find because obviously we're reliant on maintaining good hormonal health, because there's nothing that we can take that's going to recover it if it goes. So I do find it maintaining just everything with the likes of your sympathetic nervous system. I think that the longer, more patient approach is so much better. It just means that it's not as turbulent, and you can kind of fix things as you go. Like if you need like a week of a dietary break, you can push the calories up. You have time to do those things.
Yeah.
And then for me, that I found that I've been able to retain most of the muscle mass doing it that way too. And it also meant like I weigh 66 kilo, and I was still eating at my lowest 24.5 to 2,500 calories per day. No direct cardio, just literally 10,000 steps, which I was easily doing coaching in the gym. So, yeah.
To do that and to get that condition is pretty impressive, because I do find like with UK FBA, WNBF, even the PCA natural shows, those natural competitors just bring absolutely unreal condition, crazy condition. Considering they can't use like lipolytics, a lot of the fat burners that assisted users can. So you doing that longer prep absolutely does make sense. It's probably another reason why it's really popular now. So yeah, absolutely epic. What's next?
James, I just want to jump on, mate. So look, I know you got the WNBF World Championships. I will jump on that in a moment. But I do believe the weekend before that is the PCA World Championships. So are you doing the PCA Worlds?
That's why I love. What's that? Epic.
I am. Once again, the thing with the PCA, and I have to clarify this, I'm not a natural competitor that's on as high horse. Whenever I'm on a PCA stage, in my mind, I'm not a natural bodybuilder. I am a bodybuilder. If I lose, it's because I was the worst in that category. And if I win, it means that I've favored well amongst those guys. It has nothing to do with natural status. I am a bodybuilding fan and have been fortunate to travel the world, going to watch Mr. Olympia in Vegas multiple times, Arnold Classic. I just love it, and have done for all these years.
Absolutely, mate. I want to say straight away and interrupt there. Like, I really respect that, because so many people these days will say straight away if they haven't placed well, whatever. I did all right for a natural on an untested situation, and it's almost like a scapegoat straight away. So yeah, I really respect that you said that, mate, because it has definitely become a bit of a trend that's happening.
I kind of use it as an analogy. Like, it's like inviting yourself to your neighbor's barbecue and then complaining about the burgers. For me, I've actively involved myself on the PCA stage. That was my choice. And what my preference is or my lifestyle means nothing. The judges are there to judge muscularity, symmetry, conditioning, and it's the same regardless if it's natural or assisted. It makes no difference. But I do believe that you're right with natural athletes. The standard, I think the reason why so many natural athletes bring phenomenal condition is because we do look at every single minuscule of data and detail. And I mean, like, I go on stage beside a lot bigger guys in PCA, and I know that they haven't worked on their posing. They're maybe 30 kilo heavier than I am, but I close some of that gap by trying to get every inch of rotation out of my shoulders so I can create the illusion that I'm bigger than I am. Whereas I feel like bodybuilders have a tendency, whenever they are big, they don't pose bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, seems to be a bit of a theme this show this week, because Amil Walker was basically saying that he's done really well this past weekend because he improved on his posing, and you're saying, you know, that's potentially giving you a bit of an edge as well. It's just really working on small details, including the posing. So yeah, PCA Worlds is the next show. Yeah,
that's it. We're flying out next Friday, and yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
And then, of course, after that, the WNBF Worlds.
Yes.
Well done, mate.
WNBF World in Boston. And yeah, again, it's Dirk. Look, after the show, so many people were putting up comparisons of me and Dirk and comparing me and him. And I kind of found it a wee bit disrespectful, not to me, but to the other guys we were competing against. And I put a thing up in my story and made it perfectly clear that it wasn't just me and Dirk on stage. There was 8 other professional athletes of professional standard, and some of them are different, you know, levels on the spectrum in terms of experience. And again, people are making the WNBF Worlds about me and Dirk now, as it's going to be like a rematch, and I know that he's feeling like that, but for me, I'm not competing against Dirk at the Worlds. It means nothing to me, because there's potentially, I could be focusing on him, and there could be 5 other athletes past me, and we place outside the top 5. And that's how competitive that this standard will be this season. So it would be, a little bit stupid just to focus on one athlete coming into the Worlds.
Yeah, I definitely see your point. What I would say, mate, as well, is what we used to have done over in Germany. You've now brought more eyeballs onto the WNBF Worlds, which is only going to be better now from the natural scene, because we're a big thing about a lot of things that are missing in bodybuilding shows, and you see with Olympia, are storylines, and there's a storyline right there. But then again, everybody would have thought Dirk was just going to win the Germany, and then you came out. Who knows? Maybe somebody else might come out of the woodwork and challenge you and Dirk. So, mate, best of luck for the WMF Worlds. No doubt we'll probably catch up afterwards as well. But good luck for the PCA Worlds first. You have got one of my good mates who's competed in your class, in Pro Classic, in Ellie Robinson. So I'm looking forward to seeing that showdown amongst some of the other classic competitors as well. But best of luck, mate, for both the next 2 shows.
Thank you so much. And I'm just to clarify, I'm not going to be competitive against your boy, because he is phenomenal. I'll just be happy if I get an opportunity to be beside him on stage. So I'm a fan of his as well.
Well, mate, after seeing your condition over Germany, I will beg to differ on you saying you will be competitive. So I know it's going to be tight, and you've already proved it at the PCA World Championships and last weekend. Cheers for joining us, James. Take care, mate.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Well, I love what he said just there about he's competing at PCA, not as a natural competitor, but as a bodybuilder.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I think a lot of people can take a lot away from that, because, like he said, that sometimes people do use it as a bit of a thing, a reason why they haven't placed where they wanted to place, or as an excuse. Sometimes, like, it is what it is. You're entering a bodybuilding show, and it's your choice if you want to be natural or not. So you don't need to use it as a justification about placing. So yeah, I really respect that.
Well, look, some of these have ran over slightly, so we're just going to do a quick little run through to some of the couple of the shows that happened in the UK over the weekend. So I want to just jump on these ones very quickly. Matt, so this lad I've already told you about already. Adam Hickey, 7 wins, 7 overalls. He took the NABBA Universe title. I believe he went in there as a favourite. You know, he went up against a lot of good names. Daniel J. There was Nick from Birmingham. He's prepped by Brett. There's a few other big names there as well. But well done, Adam, mate. You looked absolutely phenomenal. You got the win. I know this is the one that meant the most to you, but what a physique.
Yeah, he looked unreal, mate. I saw him on Instagram, and very, very well deserved. Did NABBA put up some decent prize money, didn't they?
They did, yeah. I'm not sure how much I know it was 15 grand was awarded, but I didn't get the full breakdown of what was awarded to all the competitors. Another competitor, Layla Allen, I know very well because obviously she competed my shows a few times, but she won the trained figure in the amateur show, won the overall in the amateur show, got a pro card, and also won the pro trained figure universe title. And I tell you what, you'll struggle to find a better striated chest in a female competitor in the UK. Incredible competitor.
Wow, it's no surprise she won the pro show. That's crazy.
That's it. A few other people I'll give a shout out. Daniel J won. Nick won his class. Ashley won bikini. I tell you what, it was a struggle to try and find the results for that show. I'm just going to try and jump on the NABBA UK page to see if there's any more.
This was at the Fit Expo, wasn't it?
Sorry?
Was this at the Fit Expo this year?
Yeah, this was at the Fit Expo. So, okay, so now they've started putting some pictures and videos up of some of the winners. So I'm just trying to see like if there was a few that jumped out. Look, there's a lot of international competitors, so fair play to the show. They brought a lot of competitors from overseas who competed here. Natalie Crockford, there we go. There's another client of Dan Welburn. She's had a really successful year. I believe she's won every single class and show that she's done, and overall every single show as well, including the PCA British Finals, I believe. But she won the overalls at the in the amateur side with NABBA. But yeah, they're really good competitors. But yeah, well done to everybody over there. I'm just going to quickly jump onto Fitex. So Fitex, the oh god, I need to try to remember the overall winners. But if I just jump onto
the men's physique guy was Dale.
Sorry, yeah, Dale Blackwood won the men's physique. I'm just going to go onto my page and just try and get the winners, because I did post that. Let me just flick down very quickly. In fact, before I jump onto Fitex, IFBB Pro, Meg, who is Lauren Hatton's client, IFBB Pro had their show on the weekend. I didn't see much coverage and struggled to find any sort of content around it. So a big thank you to those who did send me the pictures. But Meg won 2 amateur wins, won the overall amateur title, and got the pro bikini title on the day as well. So well done to Meg. And also Andrea took the men's overall in the IFBB Pro show as well. So funny one as well, Pat, IFBB Pro was my first ever show I did back in 2013.
Really? I'll tell you what, mate, I was literally just thinking in my head, like back in the day, it was very popular. There was a lot more coverage around it. There was a lot more people that competed there. I didn't know anyone that competed there this year.
Yeah, mate, that show has brought so many IFBB pros have actually come through IFBB Pro back in the day. A lot of big names has come from there. But just jump up on this one very quickly. Fitex final. So well done, Darren. I'll put on the Fitex British finals at Fit Expo. No doubt, a very difficult show to put on at Expo, as you are limited with everything, plus constrained with times. Emma Mackay, she won the overall pro women's title at the Fitex finals, coached by Josh McHale. So very well done to Emma. Also, William Lloyd. So William, he competed with myself as well. Massive guy. He won the overall pro show for the Fitex finals as well. Really good physique. These pictures don't do him justice. He's absolutely shredded. So really good physique. So well done to William. Oh damn! It's taking me right back to the start of my pictures now. Dale Blackwood, yeah, Dale got the win over at Fitex finals.
I'm glad he got that. I'm glad he got that win because he did your show, didn't he? Not long ago, your last show. He looked great there. He got the pro card there, and then he won a tool class at PCA finals, but just missed out on the PCA pro card. They didn't award it to him.
Oh, did you not? Oh.
No, so I think he's going to do Worlds now. I think that's his next show where he wants that PCA pro card.
Yeah, no, he looked really good. Naya won the pro bikini, so well done to Naya. Dell won the pro men's physique. Also, Sarah Wilson, coached by Amanda Winston, she took the Fitex Pro Masters bikini title. There were some pro classes where we didn't have enough competitors. So if you don't have more than three competitors, you don't run the pro class, but the competitor does go straight into the overalls. And also Nick Broomhead, I know he's had a very good season, especially through IBFA. He took the overall amateur title, which it was a bit confusing, Matt. I tell you what, because there were some pictures of overall winners, but there were overall amateur winners and overall pro winners, and it was proper confusing when I was getting these pictures. Like, okay, if you're overall winner, but which amateur or pro, or is it your overall winner for a certain category like bodybuilding or men's physique?
It does make sense. more confusing. Like a PCA finals or universe, they'll have an overall for the amateurs, and then they just go on to the pro show, and the pro show is the pro show. There's no overall for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Emily Olivia made a return to the stage this year. She's obviously focusing on the Ben Weeder Pro Show, Ben Weeder Naturals, in a couple of weeks' time, which, of course, Matt, you're going to be over there. I believe she took 10th over at the Invictus show over in Kazakhstan, the same show that Emile was at,
Yes.
which was obviously won by Ashley Coswater, won a 50th pro title. But, of course, it sounds like this show was just building up, dusting off the cobwebs before stepping on stage in a couple of weeks' time at the Ben Weeder Naturals.
Quite a high standard bikini show for sure. But Ashley is the most consistent bikini competitor there is. I think that was her 50th pro show win. So that's the biggest anyone's ever had in any category.
It's crazy, mate. That's absolutely crazy. Another shout out, Charlie Brisbane. Charlie Brisbane came fourth at the WNBF Germany show, Pro Men's Physique, which also featured David Langsdale. Both of those two are going to be over at the WNBF World Championships, which of course is where James Melville will be in a couple of weeks in Boston. So well done to Charlie. I know he probably wanted to get a little bit higher, but he can now focus on the world as well as David. And there's a massive team from the UK going over to the WNBF World. I posted a picture last week. Really big team. Ben Lloyd as well, coached by AJ Morris at the WNBF Germany. He came second in the pro bodybuilding, so this is the weight up from where James Melville was, and he's had a very successful season so far with the WNBF and also other natural federations. So well done to Ben. I know the next show for yourself will be the WNBF World Championships. So very well done. I think I've got through all those shows, and we are going to do the show ratings at the end of this because I have got our next two guests. So I'm going to bring on our next two guests. We got Ross Hume and also Scott, both coached by the same lad. Ross, Scott, welcome, guys. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
All good, mate. How are you doing, Scott?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
Good to see you, lads. Good to have you on here. Ross, we met not long ago, actually. We met at the backstage at PCA in Manchester, I believe.
Yeah.
And I remember we were talking, and I said to you, like, basically, I saw Ross's updates on Instagram. Scott will come to you in a minute, mate, because you had a phenomenal season as well. Yeah, I saw Ross's updates on Instagram. I was like, wow. I did PCA Manchester the year before. I was like, bloody glad I'm not doing this show because Ross is an absolute mutant. And I knew that, you were going to have a good season in NPC, going for that IFBB Pro card. And what was really cool to see, mate, is that you didn't give up because you did have a couple of knockbacks.
Yeah.
So talk us through your season.
So started at the PCA Manchester. Obviously took the overall that day, which was good. A good start to the season. And then we moved over to the NPC, so done 2 Pros Regional, the KC Classic, I believe it was. Came second there in my class. That show was just to then go into the Pro Qualifiers. The next one was the Amateur O, where we came second again in my class, just missing out on overall. And then British Finals, came third in the British Finals. At that point, to be honest, I thought that was going to be the season, but we kept going and we went to Poland last weekend, where obviously it all fell into place.
Nice. That's epic. Did it spur you on? Did it motivate you seeing Scott get his pro card?
Yeah, definitely.
That's really cool.
Scott's part of the reason that I kept the season going.
Epic. No, I
remember the Italy show because your coach, Brian Joe, tagged me a picture. It had yourself, Ross, and Scott, and I was celebrating physique. So I was like, oh, okay, great. I think we might have a really good showdown here. Hopefully, both of you guys can make the overalls, which obviously it wasn't to be. And then, so remind me again, Italy. Scott, you came where in your class?
I was fourth in Italy. I won't go into too much of the details, but there was a bit of a mishap backstage. So
I remember. I saw the post that Brightman did, and I remember he shared a post, and it was him messaging you saying, "Where the fuck are you? Your class is on stage."
Yeah, I mean, as I say, I won't go into too much of the details, but I came off one of the comparisons, my individual routine rather, and I was just chatting to the backstage staff, and he just
was very insistent on telling me to leave the stage. So I don't know if he thought I was in a different class or something, but yeah, I mean, lost in translation. And then I got the message from Brighty saying, "Where the fuck are you?" And ran back to the stage, and they wouldn't let me on. So I was sort of arguing for 3 or 4 minutes to try and get on into the first call-outs. And fortunately, the MC eventually got me on. But by that point, I had about 40 seconds to display what I've got. And yeah, just not enough, really.
Because I was going to say this, mate. I'm literally about to bring up your profile, and the reason why and obviously don't take any offense from this as well, because Ross, at Italy, you came second, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, going into the British finals, you are already looking at, okay, who are the favourites? And for yourself, Scott, I remember seeing you on the finals. I was like, oh shit, like. I'm literally going to bring up your profile now of what you brought to the stage. This is obviously yourself competing in the pro show. But talk to me through, mate. Because after taking fourth in the Italy show, what was your overall thoughts going into the Two Bros British finals?
So in Italy, we got a couple of things wrong in terms of the peak. I don't think I've got any comparisons up of the stage shots in Italy versus the pro show or the classes that I won in British finals, but we knew that the package that we brought to Italy wasn't the best. So to have come forth with all the mishap backstage with a subpar package, we knew how to correct it. We was fairly confident going into the finals, not necessarily to win, but they would bring a much sharper physique. So yeah, we were more confident going into the finals than Milan.
I think a lot of people that are watching this can take a lot of motivation from it, including myself, boys. Like, you motivated me in some ways, because it is again, it's just about keep going. Like, if you know that you're in the mix, like, just don't give up, and you will be rewarded. And I think Michael Kent's a great example of this. He tried so many times to get his IFBB Pro card earlier in the year. He eventually got it, eventually got rewarded, and now he's like made first call-outs in every pro show that he's done. So sometimes, you know, you can be very, very close to that pro card win, and it might not just happen for you. But yeah, if you look good and you deserve it, just keep going, just like you two did, and you eventually got it, which is epic. Is both of your seasons finished now? Are you planning any more? Or?
Yeah, I'm done for this year. So.
Yeah, no, same, done for this year. I was very fortunate that I got to jump straight into the pro show that afternoon of the British finals to at least just get some comparison shots. I think the first guy I stood next to was Emile, so the fact that he's just qualified for Olympia and I've stood next to him is quite something, and good to look compare against and work through the off season for.
Scott, I've got to say, mate, out of all the reactions for when somebody wins the IFBB Pro card, yours is without a doubt the most subdued, the most chilled. Usually I've seen people fall down their knees, hands on their face. You feel like you've just been, I don't know how to describe yours, but literally I was showing a moment ago, you're just there like, oh yeah, start shaking hands and walk over. I was like, wow, this guy is just, he's chilled.
Yeah, I mean, look, everybody on that stage wants to win, right? I'm not against showing emotion at all, but you know, everybody on that stage has worked just as hard as I have. So I've always been sort of brought up to contain your emotions, and then you can celebrate afterwards. So
and
yeah,
I imagine you're probably one of the most happiest people as well after seeing Ross get his pro card of the weekend just gone.
I was absolutely gassed for Ross, and you know, like you said, he could have canned the season at multiple occasions. He's had some pretty bogus results, if we're being brutally honest. I'm super proud of him. You know, we started this prep on the same day. Literally the same day. We done the KC Classic together. We did Amateur Milan together. We stayed in the same hotel over in Italy. Stayed in the same Airbnb for the British finals, and you know we've just been each other's rock in a way, because we both know exactly what we're going through for the whole prep. So to see him get the pro card 2 weeks after me was, yeah, it was quite something. It was like a perfect ending to that love story, if you want to call it that.
Well, Scott, Ross, you must know what's coming there, because what you just said has laid it perfectly for the next question. Because am I right to assume, then, will you guys then maybe make your pro debut or the rookie season? Are you guys going to be targeting the same shows like you guys just did in the amateur ranks? Talk to me about the next steps now going into the pro shows for 2025 or into 2026? Let's go for you. Let's start with you, Ross.
I think we might be. We've both. I was already set on taking a year out next year because I've done the past 2 years, and obviously to be competitive on a pro stage, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So I was already dead set, whether this season went well or not, on taking next year off and then coming back in 26. And I've got a feeling Scott might be on the same page. So it would be rude not to tie our preps up again because, like you said, having him there, obviously going through the mixer at the same time, feeling the same emotions, coming into shows together. It was great to have somebody there on the exact same page and experiencing it all with as well. Obviously, we went to Milan. That was my first time in Italy. We just kind of spent a day touring about the city and stuff like that. All these kind of things just made the prep that little bit better. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think echoing Ross, my heart was set on wanting next year out. Had I not gone pro this year, I probably would have tried to compete early next year to try and get it. But yeah, the fact that we've gone pro, I've got about 6 or 7 kilos to my weight cap. There's a lot of muscle to fill out. So yeah, I'm also going to take sort of 12, 18 months off. And look, Ross and I have had some conversations around 26 and loose plans, and it all seems to, the stars are aligning. We'll just say that.
Fair enough. Makes sense. And Ross, how far off the weight cap are you?
Not very far. Let's put it that way.
I was going to say, you got some wheels on you. You're not tempted to join your coach and go up to classic?
I'll probably need to lose some legs if I'm going to stay in physique.
Yeah,
that's the plan. Though I want to at least do a season in physique and then potentially look at classic. But I won the card here, so it's only right to go for this.
Yeah, makes sense, mate. And that's the thing. Like, it is going to be that case. Like, if you are close to the cap, just fine tuning it, balancing. Like you said, you can afford to lose a little bit of the legs and then put that tissue on the upper body. So yeah, if you've got a whole year to do that, I'm sure you'll manage that. And training legs less isn't the end of the world, is it?
I actually quite enjoy training legs.
Fair
So
enough.
let's just fast forward to 2026, because I mean, you guys said that you're more likely you'll do a prep together as well, step back on stage probably at the same time. Do you guys have any particular shows in mind or on your booking list that you say, you know what, they're the shows that we want to step on stage at, whether it's the UK, Europe, overseas? What are we looking at?
Yeah, so I think we both had conversations again, albeit loose for now, but we definitely want to go over to the US. That's definitely one we want to do. Obviously, you know, there's budgets and finances involved, but sort of a couple of years to save, we should be all right. And a few shows in Europe for sure.
Mostly overseas, though, I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
Exciting stuff, mate. Okay, well, look, first thing first, Scott, massive well done over at Two Bros British. I saw what happened over in Italy, and then to see you bounce back and get that result was fair play yourself, mate. Incredible. Ross, I actually had you down as one of the favourites, but obviously you didn't get the result you wanted at the British finals.
Yeah.
But once again, you just did exactly what Scott did, bounced back, and then took that win over Poland. Kept that quiet. I don't know how I missed it. I only found out on the day of a show.
I never told anybody. I kept that one quiet.
There you go, then. How can I do my job on the page if people keep it quiet and be secretive? How do I deal with this? I'm going to break down my marriage by keep scrolling people's feeds. I'm sure there's someone from the community.
Yeah, there was only 3 people knew about that.
Well, look, mate, no, fair play, buddy, and well done. Well, obviously, it's great to see you both getting the pro cards, and which leads me nicely, Matt. You know what's coming. It's the end of the show cap quiz. So, basically, guys, I always ask a question at the end of the show. I always make it around the guests that are coming in at the end. So, obviously, both of you two are men's physique. Very simple end of show quiz. I'm going to ask a question. I believe there's about 24 or 25 answers, and we're just going to go around, and first one gets it wrong is knocked out, and we'll see who's the last man standing. So I'm going to explain what the question is. I'm hoping I haven't missed out anybody because it did take a while to write down all of his names. But this is the question. I've made note of 29 IFBB pros who won their pro card competing in men's physique, who are UK based. So these are UK competitors, UK IFBB pros who won their pro card as a men's physique competitor. So it's actually 31 because I've not included you guys in. So I've got 29 on this list. So we're going to go around. I've got it all in alphabetical order, and we're going to knock one. We're going to see who drops out first. Like I said, we've got 29 names. Matt, we're going to start with yourself. We're then going to go to Scott, who got his pro card before Ross, and then we'll go to Ross, and then we'll go back, keep going around, and see whose first one drops out. There's going to be a 5-second rule, and we'll see who's last man standing.
Is this just this year, or is it going back many years?
This is going back since men's physique started in the UK.
Okay.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Matt.
I haven't won one of these quizzes yet, but let's see how we do.
Okay, Matt, you go first.
Ryan Terry.
Yes. Scott.
Josh Bridgman.
Yes. Ross.
Joe Brightman.
Sorry?
Joe Brightman.
Of course.
Josh Ortiz.
Yes.
Sheridan.
Yes.
Matt LeMay.
Sorry?
Matt LeMay.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Alex Freshwater.
Yep.
Josh Wall.
Yep.
I'm going old school with this one. Ben Noy.
Yes, mate.
Oh, I'm going to be stumped here, I think I'm out.
Go on,
I haven't got one off the top of my
any
head.
guess? No? All right.
No, I'm out.
Ross.
Michael Kent.
Yes, mate.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
4, 3, 2. Matt, you're round. Ross, take the win. Give me one more name. Give me a name, take the win.
No idea.
Wow. Guys, shall I say out some of the names you forgot?
Yeah, go on.
All right.
There we go.
In alphabetical order, we've got David Hammond, Amil Walker.
Ah,
Of course.
You literally had him. You had him about 40 minutes ago.
Oh, of course.
Gabrielle. Ross. How can you forget the other Scottish men's physique competitor?
oh, Gerard.
Gerard.
Oh,
We've got
man.
Hader Meddy, Isaac Francis, Jack Davis, James Walters, Jermaine Docker, Matt, Mitch Starr. You keep talking about him.
All these guys are my mates as well. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, Tyler Smith, Rob Thurston, Yemi, who just got his Olympia ticket over at two British. Rob Thurston, Romain Lansford, and Ryan John Baptiste.
Yeah, we did awful there, lads.
Yeah. That was poor. That was poor.
There we go. But yeah, shocked at some of the names you guys missed. Come on, man. You IFBB PRO. I don't even know all of it.
Especially as we were just talking to him. Terrible.
Yeah, especially Matt for you, mate. Look, Scott, Ross, appreciate you guys joining us once again. A huge congratulations on your season. You know, getting an IFBB PRO card is no mean feat, especially when you go overseas, or even UK wide. Really, wherever you go, it's always tough competition. So many congratulations. Look forward to following your off season, and then see you guys stateside in 2026.
Yeah,
cheers. Thanks for having us.
Take care, guys.
Cheers. Thank you.
All right, Matt. Matt, oh my God, mate. How did you not get Amil Walker?
How can I think of Ben Noy, which was like 12 years ago, or whatever it was, and can't think of the chap that I was just talking to.
I honestly thought this was going to be a really easy one for you, mate.
So I'll tell you what, Suki, next week, the quiz is for you. I'll come up with the questions.
Okay, but it's got to be just about stage production and promotion.
No. You won't know what it's about, buddy.
All right. We'll do one, but I'm still doing one for yourself as well, because technically that was a draw, though, because Ross needed to get a name right to take the win. But
okay, we'll take that.
All right. Look, we're coming to the end because we've got a really busy weekend. This one, Romania, we've got 11 competitors from the UK competing out there. So it's a very, very busy one. And back in the UK, what else we got in the UK? Is there a two pro show?
We got PCA first timers and the PCA Open.
Yeah.
Is there a two bros naturals, or is that the weekend after?
I'm not sure. But it could be. I don't know. Sure. I need to double check. Well, I don't know. I can't double check. I'll have to go to the website to find out, as I'm still blocked. Yeah, Pure Elite, PCA, Romania, a really big show. One person I'm super excited to see. I can't got my fingers crossed. This guy, he's not from UK. He does live in the UK. He's got a Romanian passport. It's Alex Asel.
Yeah.
He won his pro card in Romania last year. I think it looks incredible. Man, I really hope he gets his Olympia ticket.
You posted this picture, didn't you, like an hour ago or whatever? He is peeled, absolutely peeled. So he's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, so Amil Walker's back over there. Michael Kent is competing in men's physique. There's one of Lad Gabriel is competing over there. Kerry Sexton's back in bikini. Cassie Hunter is also in the bikini division. Chloe Pickford in wellness. And there's a few other competitors as well. Apologies, I've got all the names in my head, but I know UK competitors, UK Ireland competitors are taking up about 5 categories over in Romania. We're going to finish on this one very quickly on the show ratings. Matt, you got the show, so I'm going to do this very quickly. I'm not going to try and drag it out. I'm going to try and do maybe 30 seconds max per show. But you got the show lineups.
No worries. Let me just get the list up a second, 2 secs. I know the first one was FitX.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, let's go straight into it. Okay, FitX. Look, I love Darren, and I love what he did with the Fit Expo. The Expo looked great, brought loads of big numbers, and of course we have a show over there. You get a big crowd. Few issues really. One, social media, nothing going out whatsoever, which was really poor. But I know that needs to be fixed because that's something I'll be speaking to Darren about. And there was also some issues backstage with the schedule being changed a bit, which did affect the running order and some of the competitors not knowing when they're going to be on stage or whatnot. So whether that was a communication breakdown, but overall, social media could have been a bit better. Stage production could have been a bit better as well. But then again, it was the first time Fit Expo was taking place in Birmingham at the AC. And I do believe next year, if they do it again, there'll be more coin available to make that stage production grander, which I know he will do because he loves bodybuilding and he wants to make it work. I want to make it work. But for FitX, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10.
Okay. NABBA?
NABBA Universe, 6.5, only slightly higher, mainly because I do like the, I don't know what it's called. It's like an arch they have in the center, which is similar to the NABBA logo. So I really like that. They were getting some content, but once again, it was Instagram live on their feed, and it wasn't great that I don't know what phone they're using, like an old Nokia or something, if that's even possible. But they could do a lot better, really. They've made, fair play to NABBA, they've definitely taken steps in the right direction from where they were at previously. They've definitely making improvements. They're definitely listening to the competitors and to the bodybuilding community. And in my eyes, in third are the best federation. You've got PC and 2 Bros, 1 or 2, either or. In joint third, I've got FitX and NABBA fighting out for that position.
Wow.
That's in my eyes because FitX could do more on the bodybuilder side. NABBA is very strong on the bodybuilder side, but that's because, of course, their heritage and the older audience. But the men's physique division is nearly dead with NABBA. But then again, men's physique was very quiet for FitX. Could be down to date-wise. Maybe have the finals before PCA 2 Bros. Something to think about for next year. So 6.5.
Yeah, fair enough. Miami Pro.
Okay. I started my career. I started my first ever show in 2013, and to see how much has fallen from where they were at to now, it's not good. And Angie has created Miami Pro, so she can make it better. She can reignite it. That's what it needs. It needs to be reignited. 3 out of 10. There was no content whatsoever. I didn't know what was going on really in regards to the schedule for the day. Very difficult to find anything going out. There wasn't anything going out really leading up to the show. So there's no storytelling, no narrative, no idea about who are the pros or competitors that could be competing. Stage production looked very much the same as it has been since 2013. So there's no been further developments. It didn't look great. I hope they can improve it for next year because I do feel there's still a good gap in the market for a strong fitness model show with WBFF no more. Pure Elite, I believe, are holding that gap, that mark really on the fitness modeling side. FMG is coming through. Miami Pro really need to step up their game for next year. So 3 out of 10.
Just need to modernize, don't they, and try and evolve and adapt with the times.
Modernize. Social media should really be a focus. Like that's the worst. Like there was just nothing whatsoever. And even now, the only 2 posts that have gone out are the ones that I posted and collabed with them.
Well, there we go. Okay, next one, Poland.
Poland, I'm going to give this 6.5 because it was a bit basic. You got the Amateur Olympia sign at the back and then a banner above it, so they could do a lot more with it. It did look very, very small. I did like the prize they gave out. The pro card looked great, and I think that was a check as well for the pro overall winners. Love the medals, look fantastic. But production wise, it probably is more of the basic pro qualifiers in Europe. They could definitely do a lot more with the stage. So yeah, 6.5.
New Zealand.
New Zealand also was, I did feel it was a bit basic as well. It was just a long banner at the back. The stage was really low. I don't know if you saw the stage, but it was really, really low stage. Like you literally could just step onto it. So, and also social media was really poor. Like really struggled to get the content to the point that I'm trying to find other channels that are sharing that any posts or reels from the show. So New Zealand, I'm going to give 6.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Kazakhstan.
I mean, look, I keep saying social media sound like a broken record here, but that was a real struggle to find it. I mean, look, you've only got to look at Amil Walker's picture that he's posted. It's all distorted. That's the only content he's got to post about it. About an Olympia qualifier show. So for Olympia qualifier standard, it needs to be a lot better. So, Centre Podium, who promotes that show, could do a lot more on the social media aspect. I thought the stage was nothing special. So I'm going to give that one a 6.
It's crazy because he said that the pro prize money went up. So if they've got the money to put into that, they should have a little bit of spare to put into their social media side of things, right?
100%, mate. 100%.
Makes a lot of sense. The last one, so it's the Monsterism.
Yeah, but that's how it's pronounced. So this, have you seen the show? This is the one with South Korea.
Not seen it, no.
Mate, this is where I'm going to share my screen. This show is unbelievable.
I'll tell you what, Asian countries, so yeah, Japan puts on absolutely incredible shows as well. Thailand sometimes put on some really, really good shows. I feel like it's just next level. Like, I mean, even these pictures, look at the lighting. I haven't seen this one, but this is cool.
Yeah, they were changing the lighting for every class. Now, this is obviously the photographer who's doing it. I keep forgetting how to pronounce his name. Where is he? Whitman Photo. You've probably seen him as well because he's done the shoots over Olympia. Yeah. But literally, mate, oh my God, these pictures. I love the change of the color of a stage to give it a different feel each time.
Yeah.
But the stuff they put out, this is a 10 out of 10 show. Wow. Production, videos, social media. I mean, let's look at this one here. A little video. Look, the swinging of the camera, doing something completely different. Audience was packed. The production looked brilliant, quality. I love the change of the lighting. The standard was great. It was Olympia qualifier for certain classes. We did a natural show and untested show. This just looks phenomenal. If I was an IFBB PRO competitor, and this is a show that you need to be looking to add to your schedule because this is a phenomenal stage they put on, phenomenal production. And like you said, I mean, here we go. Michael de Bull just said right there, damn, the best lighting ever. And as we know, lighting is absolutely key.
Yeah. Where was it again?
This is in South Korea.
Amazing. Amazing. Who was
so you probably recognize this lad, Jae-hoon. He competed with Olympia earlier this year.
Yeah, I recognize him.
He won the Pro Classic and got his ticket back to Olympia. But this show, mate, oh my God, I was told by so many people about this. It is such a phenomenal looking show. So this is very much my benchmark for all shows to follow. So that one is a 10 out of 10. It's the best in the world. I probably say better than Olympia.
Wow. Yeah.
Look at that stage. Look at the stage production at the back. There's nothing too much going on, which may take your eyes away from the physique. Which I know with Olympia, it was a few little issues where there was a lot of things going on in the background. But that is kept it basic. But by changing the lighting and having the right photographer, having the right videographer, having the right team to showcase the right angles, yeah, flawless, mate, absolute flawless.
It's funny, isn't it? Because I do feel like, and not taking anything away from UK promoters, but sometimes they don't think about that sort of thing. And it can make a big, big difference to bring in more athletes and make them excited to compete in the show. I remember yourself, Suki, back in the day. You know, the Athena Arena, you have the big screen up behind the thing. That's something I still remember. And that was a good few years ago, just because it was different, you know, and it's just a bit more into it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people can actually, if you are passionate about bodybuilding, you are a promotion, and you will always try and test the barriers, test the boundaries, and try something different. I remember seeing Nick, the men's physique coach, he does PCA Thailand. At his Thailand show, he had a drone which was going around the competitors, and that looked quality. And I'm surprised he didn't brought that over to PCA in the UK. So
he said there's a lot of like insurance things about it, because I spoke to him about that, just in case the pilot flies it into the back of someone's head.
And there's also that. So look, once again, Taylor for Monsters Zim, how we pronounce it. But this weekend is my favorite European show, which is a 10 out of 10. I know it's going to be anyway. The Romania show, banging. Looking forward to seeing how that goes, especially with a lot of good UK prospects going out there. Because I did say at the start of this, I thought there will be 16 UK or Ireland competitors that are qualified for Olympia for 2025. We're currently at 6. So Ryan Terry, Samson, Yemi, Emile, and Jessica Feeney. If you also include the 5 other competitors, as in Meg, Rhea, Darwin, Shelley, and also Phoebe, who should make a comeback in 2025, you would say those 5 should be getting back to Olympia next year.
Yeah.
That takes to 11, and that leaves 5 more spaces for our prediction of, getting to 16. It could even get up to 20. So
Tyler Smith will get it. I'm backing him. It'll be one of those.
Well, look, there's Tyler Smith. There's still Jeffrey Darko, who I know who's looking really good, looking for shows. He's looking at some big shows next year. So there's plenty of competitors. Dean White is back next year. He got his ticket over to the Olympia a couple of years ago. So there's a lot of other competitors who are coming back next year. So really, it could really be a big UK squad taking to the Olympia stage next year. Even Lewis Breed, Mark Hector's back next year. Nathan Diasha, it sounds like he's got a visa to go compete at the Arnold's America. If that's the case, could he get that extended to the Olympia? We could see Nathan Diasha back at Olympia. I mean, there we go. That number of competitors will skyrocket. Yeah,
100%. It's going to be a good year for UK bodybuilding, I think, mate, for sure.
All right, we're going to end it there. That's a long one. Jeez, that's only an hour and a half. There goes my idea of keeping it down to an hour.
It was a big episode. We had a lot of guests.
I know, we did. Emile was talking a bit. All right, buddy. We'll catch you on the next one. Roll on this weekend. You say are you over at PCA this weekend?
I'm at the PCA Open. It's 2 separate shows, but I'll be at the Open.
Awesome. And that's obviously people need to do that to kind of qualify for the Worlds.
It's also a PCA Pro qualifier.
Awesome. Oh, so pro qualifiers. They're giving pro cards.
Yeah, so we might see some PCA pros. Yeah. I think it's based on if they're good enough. It's not guaranteed. And I think it's just for the overall winners. But yeah, they are giving away PCA Pro cards in the Open.
Big one.
Big one.
So a few more big weekends to go before November's out. Well, we start November, but there's a lot of big shows coming up this month. So, and of course, we haven't even. In fact, before we end it, Matt, mate, I can't believe last week the last recap we did. We started the recap, and then as we started it, the news broke that Chris Bumstead is doing the Prague show. I had my phone turned round, only to pick up my phone to see 5 messages. People were messaging me, how have you missed the Chris Bumstead news? I'm 2 hours late. Oh, my God.
Suki was fuming about it. Fuming.
Mate, at that point, I spent half an hour. I must have posted about 11 videos of Chris Bumstead, stuff from his YouTube and a video of when he first competed as a bodybuilder back in 19. I was trying to get as much content out as possible.
You caught up, bro. You caught up. But yeah, no, it's going to be a fantastic show. That's in just under 2 weeks. And a lot of people, they think he could have a chance. What do you think? I think
it will take second.
Yes.
I think it will take second behind Martin. I think the story, though, even take a second is like a win. He'll definitely be Clarida, I should think, size-wise. I know, obviously, we've got Jack Richardson, who won his IFBB Pro card. He's going to go over there, which would be a great experience for himself to compete alongside those guys. But I think that, the fairy tale is not so much him winning. It's more of him just showing, being competitive, which he will be. He more likely probably take second. Wouldn't be surprised, to be fair, if they do give him the win, the final send-off. But to be fair, his final send-off was of Olympia. This was some fun. I can imagine if Martin gets a win, which I'm sure Chris would probably love that more, to see his mate get that Olympia ticket. But yeah, I will be buying a stream. I will be tuning in, and I will be spending a lot of time on getting content out for that show, because you've got that PCA Worlds. I imagine then there's probably 2 Bros Regional that weekend as well. So yeah, that'll be a busy weekend.
Yeah, and Ben Weeders. Yeah, lots of shows.
Oh shit, Ben Weeder. Is that weekend as well?
Yeah.
Oh, Ben Weeder Naturals, PCA Worlds, and Prague. Jeez.
And NPC Euromasters. It's a mental weekend, that one.
42 Pro cards. Yeah. Jeez, that is a big weekend.
Season is not calming down, mate. It's it's mental at the moment over November.
Man, glad I got a weekend free, because that's going to be a big social media weekend. Okay. Damn, that's big. All right, we're going to end it there. Cheers for tuning in, guys. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll be back next weekend for a recap of the PCA UK Open, Romania, and whichever shows are going down. I can't keep up to date with all the shows, but we'll be updating everything.
See you in the next one, guys.
See you next one.